Hi, welcome to vlog number 10 on Barking Mad. This is the third take of this because it has changed the previous 2 times. Firstly, before I start, I'm going to say a very special welcome to 2 very special viewers I understand we have on this channel, and that's to Nephew Harry and Nephew Charlie. Welcome, thank you for watching, and I hope you're enjoying it. Okay, so I left you. I'm going to start where I left you and I'm going to work forward from there. I left you on Friday where my phone rang when I was at Mercia Marina and I was walking away from having seen the boats. Yes, I've just had tea again, typical, isn't it? And that was the agent ringing me to say that the offer I had made when I was at Crick, would I go up 2,000? I said no. So they said they'd let me know. Carried on walking up to the end of the marina. And I was looking for the coffee bar to have a sealed sandwich and coffee with a lid on, so no waspies would be attracted to my food and beverage. Walking right back almost to the New News Boat Company, which I was going to go down there and take things further, and with the semi-trad boat, my phone went again. It was the agent, and my offer had been accepted at £103,000 on the Blandford unit. So felt elated and came back home. Bit knackered, long day, but it was a productive day and I'm glad I saw what I saw. I let my agent know. I phoned a couple of solicitors. Solicitors have no ideas what they're doing when it comes to park homes. You don't need one, really. Thankfully, my solicitor in Fareham, Churches, were open and honest enough to say, you don't need a solicitor for that. We'll do the selling of your property, but we won't. You don't need us for the buying of a park home. And the agent said the same. But I thought it might be the agent being an agent to move things through a bit quicker. So, Saturday the Mercedes went back. I actually did really like that car in the end. The only big failing of it was the sat-nav, as previously described, when the voice says, at the roundabout, turn left. And thank God you look at the screen and the arrows is turning right. Happened about 20 to 30 times. On a couple of occasions it did find something that I put in. Anyway, that's not what this is about. So feeling contented, Saturday got up, did a few checks to make sure all the finances were going to be fine. Some concern because so much is happening all at once. There's the sale of the house, that's going with a cash buyer, and obviously I'm going to be a cash buyer, so that's all happening rather el pronto. The car needs to be sold this week, ideally, possibly next week. But me being me, I can't just go out and buy any old car. Remember from the Vauxhall I had issues with 18 months ago about now, with the dogs, where the seat was too high, jumping in and out, did their backs in. So basically this car's 528mm from the top of the driver's seat to the ground. There's a fantastic disability website called ridc.co.uk. If you want to know any set measurements, whether it's the seat height, the boot depth, the seat cushion sizes on a car, fantastic website, go to it. I use it for finding how high the drivers and passenger seats are from the ground for the dogs to jump in and out, and it's brilliant. Basically, I'll be looking at Mini, the 3-door version, not the 4-door because they're jacked up, the Countryman. BMW 1, BMW 3, Mercedes A, which is most probably going to be out of my price category, or Mercedes C-Class. They're the main ones. There's a handful of cars where the passenger seat's lower than the driver's seat, and so the dogs would have to get in. That's too much aggro. Whichever side the dogs get in, I want to be sure they're going to be fine. So going to be looking for one, but I want to find one that's going to be good, nice, as best I can for the money. So got the car to worry about, got another source of income, money to come in, which I have no idea at this moment in time whether it would make it in time for the sale. It might not be till theoretically December, but I think it will be end of October. But I don't know. Hopefully I'll find that bit out. So, bit of chip between my teeth, and that gave it away. Hopefully I'll find out around the end of this week, if not next. And also check that the funds of the house and how it's all transferred to me on the day, electronic transfer, and then I do electronic transfer to the buyer of the part code, blah blah blah. So, all looking good. Saturday night, it started to hit me just how much in potentially 5 to 6 weeks there is to do. Not only clearing out me, I'm not going to say rubbish, and clearing out the stuff I don't use, either car booting it, giving it to a charity shop, or selling it. I'd like to think some things I can get some money for and help the funds. Changing the car, waiting for the other source of money to come in, and waiting for this place to sell. Not sell, the procedure to go through. And it all started getting through to me. Plus, also last week, most of you know the reason behind why I'm selling and why I'm moving. Last week, something happened. And without going into any big details, things vastly improved. And I'm very grateful for that fact. And it's very pleasant now that has improved. It shows it can be done, and it shows there was no need for it in the first place. I then started thinking late Sunday afternoon, and to be honest, evening and most of the night. It was all quite emotional because I love this house. There's so many memories attached to it. Mum visited here, God knows how many tens, if not hundreds of times in the years. It seemed we have two wonderful relationships here. Sadly, it's seen two relationships split up. Seen a marriage here, seen a marriage split up. But it's all part of life. And it's a memories to be treasured. The pets that have been here. The memories of when Dad passed and what I was doing. When Mum passed and dear friend Tony was looking after the dogs for me while I was at the rest home when I came home. So, it's a moment I'll never forget. And it's all part of the memories that you treasure about a place, especially when you've been there nearly 20 years now. So our choice, did I want to move now things have improved? There's a question that I couldn't answer. This morning I felt I was quite close to almost a breakdown with it. Because there was not only that, there was other things to do with the other source of the financial side. Just not knowing, certain things being dragged out beyond belief, unnecessarily so in my eyes, but that's my opinion. So Today I had the dentist, had 2 fillings. Amazing how they do it. They look like spacemen. And all the equipment, thank God there's a telly on the ceiling to take your mind off things. And it was bargain hunt time. Huh, couldn't have been perfect. Even a thing to suck in the air from the atmosphere around you, so that any sort of liquidy vapor you produce while they're drilling just gets sucked into this big conical vacuum cleaner cone in front of you. Gosh, absolutely amazing what they can do and what we can do when we have to. And it just felt so safe. And then immediately the fillings were done, so everything's cleared away in the room. It's fogged and left for an hour before they can see the next patient. That is stunning. Thank goodness they have got, goodness knows how many surgeries there, because they literally go from one surgery to the next one, and over the course of the period of the afternoon, you know, they're back to square one again with the totally cleaned and fogged surgery that I was in. Amazing, amazing. So after that, I decided to go to Blandford, ad hoc, off the record, to go there, linger, have a look outside, roughly measure up in my mind the fencing that it would need, the gates it would need, and hopefully attract a bit of attention so that someone comes out and introduces themselves and we can have a little chat about the estate. So I pulled up. As I walked towards the unit, I noticed something which I missed the first time, and I missed the second time. I missed the first time because you could barely see the unit with the rain. And that was the ridge tiles, and I will put a photo up after this. Where it joins the second part, the other half of the unit, when it's a double unit, the ridge tiles are all lifted, almost as if the unit's moved. Considering it's only 4 years old, it's only been lived in for about 6 months, apparently. That's a little bit worrying because really heavy rain comes down and that could pressurise itself into that gap of the ridge tiles. And I just thought the vendor would have had that done under the warranty. There's obviously something that's caused it to move, I'm going to guess, or whatever's caused the tiles to lift, I'll call it, and to cause that gap. It's most probably going to be nothing significant. But at the end of the day, it's a 103 grand purchase. Don't want to buy it with a leaky roof, do I? No, I don't. So I then spoke to a couple of the residents, one quite a character. It's a bit Mutt and Jeff. Both lovely ladies. And the lady opposite with her dog, she was very informative. She was very helpful about the site. It's quite an elderly site, I've got to say. I'd most probably be the youngest, or one of the youngest. But yes, the other lady suited the name of this channel. That's all I can say. She was lovely. She told me about everyone who's nearly dead on the site, how the car in the driveway is their nurse. And then halfway around, she said, "Are you buying this unit?" I'd already told her I'm Trevor. This buy offer that's been accepted. And she just followed me around the garden with this unit. It was like a little bit like Cocoon. I couldn't get that film out my head. Anyway, it was lovely chatting to them because I did get an insight about the owners. They're very pleasant. How the owners actually, because of their age, giving it to their daughter-in-law, the site. So hopefully she does keep the site going as it is. Doesn't think, oh, Mr. Barrett might like to get hold of it or something. The woods down the back, ideal for dog walking. Huge Ashley Wood Nature Reserve. You get deer coming through the estate, you get a pheasant. Oh, the dogs will love it. But there's a lot of people with dogs on there. Most have just got one. I think the odd one or two's got two. I think they've only just introduced the second dog option on it. So I possibly might be the only one with two, but a lot have got one dog. And Toto will love it. I think Dottie will have plenty to bark about. But the nice thing was there are other dogs barking, and I didn't feel mine would be the only two barking mad. So the roof side was off-putting. If that's something they can sort out, it made me think maybe I should get a survey. I wasn't going to because it's all new, under warranty. It's only been lived in 6 months, and I thought, with that aside, who needs a warranty on it? You wouldn't. Who needs a survey on it? Now seeing that, if I was to proceed with that one, then I would get a survey. But I'd want that fixed before it gets to the survey point to make sure it's being done properly. I then went and charged the car up at Morrison's in Blandford. It was a baking hot day, it was gorgeous. Still very numb from the dentist, so I just got a couple of cold cans of Costa coffee, which were a bit disappointing, I have to say. I went and looked at the little stream there that goes into the River Stour. That was very picturesque. Did like that, and so would Miss Dottie, I think. There's plenty of places in there where she could jump in, no doubt. In fact, there was. Quite fast flowing in places as well, so I have to be a little bit careful. But yes, it was very pleasant, very nice, considering it was like in the park in the middle of the town centre. Absolutely beautiful though. And it was then I had a little thought to myself, and I decided then that everything is happening at once. The house sale going through rather quickly, or potentially rather quickly. They haven't given the solicitor their solicitor details to the agent yet, and I'm a little bit thinking, are you doing what I'm doing? Because I haven't either. But I'm playing for time. Are they? And why? Cash buyer. So what with the sale of the house imminently going through, I need to change the car, because that needs to free up some funds for the purchase of the park home, and also waiting for the other source of the finance to come in with an unknown date at the moment. I really don't know when that is. So with all that in mind, I have decided, and considering things have vastly improved here at home, I have decided to say to the agent, keep hold of the details, and we're going to revisit this spot early November, end of October, early November. Yeah, I'm sorry to my buyer. I'm sorry to the place I was buying. I'll put the offer in on. By that time, I should have cleared out a load of my stuff and sorted the house out internally. So I'm only left with what I need to move. I should have the car changed and the other source of the income. If I haven't got that yet at that point, then I should at least know exactly when that's going to be in my account. It will then be a lot easier and a lot more of a pleasure to move. And that is assuming things revert back to as they were here. If they stay as they are now, then equity release will be the easy and obvious choice to do. So my mortgage is on a mortgage holiday, first month out of 3 months. I can extend it by another 3 months if I need to do so. So I haven't got to worry about that. And yeah, let's see what happens in 6 to 8 weeks time. See if it's still as pleasant as it is today and has been for the last few days in the situation that is here. And Dottie's just put a toy in my bag. Toto's asleep today as well. So there we go. That is the decision. It was going to be Blandford when the last vlog ended. And now there's a pause button on until the end of October. Because at this moment in time, why leave a place, a home I love, with so many fond memories, when things are actually rather pleasant at the moment? If they stay that way, and I hope they do, because that will be the situation solved. If they don't, then the search will be on again. But the car will have been changed, the other income would have been in, or be coming in, or at least know the date for it. And who knows, might get a bit more money for the house. So, thank you for following, thank you for watching. It's not going to be the end of it, because all this has got yet to happen. And there's so much more to talk about. And we go out and about, maybe show you the new car when it happens. Hopefully later this week, if not next week. This week's turning quite busy actually. Didn't realise I had so many social engagements on this week. You take care. If you liked this, please give me the thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up anyway. Hit subscribe. I want to get to that 1,000, and hit that little bell icon, because then YouTube will let you know when the next one comes out. And I said it all properly this time. Fabulous. So, Charlie and Harry, if it's not too late, bye-bye. See you in the next vlog. You take care, everyone. Lots of love. Bye.